Play rain. Strong winds and high waves will affect parts of Bermuda later this week. Lee will affect Atlantic Canada and New England this weekend. Its exact track will determine where Lee's rain, wind and coastal flooding impacts will be felt, potentially including Bermuda, parts of New England and Atlantic Canada. Regardless of Hurricane Lee's exact path, rip currents and high surf will spread northward from southeast coast along much of the east coast. Over next few days. What's the latest situation with Lee? Lee is a large, powerful hurricane located approximately 575 miles south of Bermuda and moving west-northwestward. Lee remains a major Category 3 hurricane as of Tuesday morning. Enhanced satellite here's where Lee will be headed over next 5 days. The hurricane will eventually turn northward by the middle of week. It will then continue to move in this northern direction until the end of the week. Lee's intensity may fluctuate through midweek. It's then expected to weaken again. It turns north later this week. It will encounter slightly cooler water temperatures caused in part by the upwelling of the remnants of Hurricane Franklin and Idalia, dry air and higher wind shear. Although the hurricane will weaken, its wind field is predicted to expand, meaning its effects will be felt over a larger area. Lee's exact northward track will determine impacts in Bermuda, Atlantic Canada, and New England. Lee is currently oriented the west-northwest due to high pressure. It's north. Towards middle of week, a turn towards north will occur due to decrease in jet stream advancing towards east of USA. Exactly where this rotation occurs and how hurricane interacts with jet stream decline are unclear. Factors leading to a larger spread in second half of week guided by computer model. The size of the storm will also continue to grow, meaning impacts can spread far from the center. With this in mind, we provide an overview of what we currently know about the possible impacts. Bermuda rain. Tropical storm force winds and high surf will affect the archipelago through Thursday. Atlantic Canada, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick will likely experience heavy rain, high winds, high surf and coastal flooding Friday night or Saturday. Eastern New England rain and wind impacts will arrive late Friday or Saturday and Lee's exact path will be determined. A further westerly track of the storm would bring stronger winds and heavier rain, while a farther east track would reduce precipitation but still bring at least gusty winds. Regardless of Lee's route, coastal areas will experience high surf and possibly coastal flooding. Interests in all the regions mentioned above should continue to closely monitor Lee's forecasts. As with most hurricanes, this forecast is subject to change. Check back often for the latest on this and other storms developing during the 2023 hurricane season. Dangerous surf. Rip currents will occur. Lee's route, regardless of exactly where he goes, is CER.